Dude, there's this random soccer mom-ass SUV with the words "Mom" tatted on the car. Okay, it's time to... Okay, I love turning out of the shell. There's always this fucking gas station. And I tried to turn out of... YouTube censored my video that I posted this morning, dude. Like, I've recorded 3 today. What? Fuck this shit. I'm going the other way. Oh. I wonder if my brother's still at Wendy's, bro. Let's see. I doubt it. That would be fucking hilarious. No, he definitely is still at Wendy's. Dude, they censored me because I don't want to say the words. It's so fucking stupid. I'm not trying to censor myself on this channel. Like, obviously, I don't care about it. Like, I guess 18 plus video, but 18 plus video for what? Like, so it says I made graphic depictions of, like, you know, some really, like, I guess Kurt-esque shit, if you get what I'm saying. No disrespect to Kurt, bro. Kurt was a legend. But I mentioned, I think it's the S word and the H word together. Now I sound like a fucking, like, broken record. I just don't want my shit censored to, like, 18 plus over some fucking AI drone shit, bro. AI drone didn't even, like, watch the video. It just heard those 2 words. And also, why the fuck is YouTube policing words so much? I know it was bad back then, but it's like, it goes through phases, and now it's so bad where people are censoring, like, the stupidest shit, and I hate it. That's something that annoys me about fucking YouTube. I love YouTube, by the way. That's why I'm still posting videos. I post on this channel because I don't give a fuck about being monetized. It's more just like the amount of people that it can reach being more limited due to the nature of it being fucking age restricted for no reason. Because they have 2 brain cells and they're retarded motherfuckers. Ah! Who the fuck are you? Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you getting, bro? Insane. Bro, that clip is insane. That clip is insane. I love how he just brought that random chick on there. He's like, why are you gay? He didn't even give her a chance to, like, say anything. Just like, why are you? Fucking hell, dude. Holy shit. Guy who yaps in his car here. And I want to talk about what it's like growing up being a fat, ugly, fucking chopped kid. I was definitely a fat, ugly, chopped bastard, and I used to be really social. I'm still trying to break this, bro. I did some digging in my brain over the years because I kind of had to, you know? Like, you kind of have to deal with your shit at some point. As I've started doing that, and every time, you know, the way it works for me, I don't know, because I'm not in everyone else's heads, but for me, it's like I dig up some things that I buried at some point in my life because it just mentally fucked me up so much that I just didn't want to deal with it. I'm going to take the scenic route so I can yap. And because why not? It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit hot in the car. And I cracked the windows, so... Yeah, but growing up chopped is kind of depressing, bro. I was that little fat kid with glasses that got bullied just for being a, like, happy little kid that liked fucking Tow Mater. And they bullied me for liking Tow Mater. Bro, these motherfuckers probably like Tow Mater too. Hey, bro, listen. You like 7 years old, bro. Cars is lit if you're a little boy growing up in America. I don't know how it is anywhere else, so I ain't gonna speak for them. But at least around here, bro, me and my brother were watching Cars. Cars was lit. And even when I talk to my friends in the future, about cars. Like, I was reminiscing in like older grades or even as adults. I'm like, damn, bro, Cars was fucking lit. Like, I have no shame in liking fucking cars in the movie, or even vehicles themselves. Not like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Vehicles themselves. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to let myself go. Driving through my homie's old neighborhood because it's like a secret way to get out to this one exit in my town. Well, not exit, but this one road that leads to the area where all the shit is. But, like, dude, sitting here thinking about it, and I remember going into school, I don't know why, being kind, authentic and shit, like all the shit my mom fed me, and just like a happy-go-lucky little kid. And I think being a chopped little fat kid, was like a big thing. So people just bullied me for being a fucking fat kid, and bullied me out of trying shit, which cycled into this effect that eventually formed into depression, because I went from talking to people to like trying to make friends. I literally talked to everybody at first, even for a little bit after, and I would always just get shit on for everything I did, and people fucking hated it. I don't know what the fuck everybody's problem was, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize it, and I know it sounds stupid to admit now. I'm like, bro, I'm about to be 23 in like 2 days, and now, I mean, I'm still dealing with some leftovers, because, you know, when you hold something in so long and it affects your lifestyle, it fucks you up. Obviously, like, some kids saying some mean shit, making me feel bad, like, when I was a little ass kid or in middle school or high school, and I don't give a fuck about that. It's just what it did to me at the time that kind of plateaued. Like, imagine just forming a little snowball, and then you're rolling it down like Mount Everest. So it's going to take a while to get there, but it's all these little things that plateaued, and it changes the course of how you think and operate over years and years and years. So by the time that you've gotten older and you've buried all your shit, you don't realize it. And then it all starts with me just being like a little fat, just friendly kid, being a fucking normal, nice kid. And just people just shit on me for everything, man. I remember like telling them about cars and like all this shit, and I like nerdy shit, and a lot of these kids low-key did too. They like nerdy shit. I was broke, so I wasn't tapped into a lot of the references, didn't get to watch like Cartoon Network and shit till I got a bit older because my grandparents had cable. But when we were younger, bro, we were just getting by like trailer park type shit. You know, my mom and dad always made sure we had stuff. Like, I got fortunate enough to have like an Xbox 360 and all that. But we didn't have cable for a while, so I wasn't tapped into like all the shows everybody was watching. Like, I knew what shit was, I knew what SpongeBob was, and like shit like that. But I barely watched any TV when I was younger, just cause of that. But they would bully me for not knowing what shit was. They would bully me for knowing what shit was. They would like the same thing as me and then fucking bully me for that. So it's kind of funny how that works. It's retarded in my opinion. Like, over time, I went from even talking to people to being like, damn, everything I say, like, it plateaued to making me feel useless and making me feel like I was worthless and my presence was worthless over several years, because I got bullied from the moment I went into school pretty much till the moment I left. The very last year I didn't give a fuck. But like, just thinking about it now kind of makes me sick knowing this happens to a lot of kids. You know what, I can take it. I'm a grown man. I make my own decisions. Do I have mental health issues? Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. The isolation shit, I think being isolated and alone has never gone away. And that still affects me to this day. And even though I'm summing it up really quickly as, oh, it started as some kids picking on me in school, I think the moment that it really got bad for me when I was young was when I almost got my head dunked in a toilet by these 3 assholes. Dude, you don't forget some shit like that. I went in the bathroom. It was somewhere between 3rd and 5th grade. I don't remember which because I kind of just blend all that together now because it's been so long. But it started with these fucking dickheads. And I remember they were joking about like giving somebody a swirly and putting their head in the toilet. And then I was quiet and I was just like, oh, hell no, I hope they don't see me. Because I knew if they saw me, they were going to try that shit. You get a feeling, bro. Even when I was that young, I would catch like a vibe off shit. And I would know, I'd be like, that ain't right. So I get to the sink and I wash my hands. And then I get to the hand dryer. I'm about to fucking dry my hands. My hands are like dripping wet because I half rinsed them shits. And these kids grabbed the back of my shirt. It was only one person that was able. Starts like back of my shirt like this. I can't really look at the camera right now because I'm whipping. But somehow, thank God, I was able to pull away. And I fucking bolted. I bolted out the bathroom door. I bolted all the way to class to get as far away from them as possible. And I was so shook by that. I ran out of there with wet hands and I didn't even tell the fucking teacher, bro. Like, and another reason I didn't tell the teacher is because the teachers also bullied me for being fat, which is kind of fucked. I remember being in 1st grade, a teacher, because I wore this red shirt, but it was more like a sweater. I didn't have an actual shirt. It was like the only thing I had cleaned that day. So my mom's like, here you go. Puts it on. And somehow, I don't know how the fuck the teacher even got away with this, thinking about this. But I remember this haunted me as a child. And now it's just like what it is. I didn't tell my mom about it for years. Because when I was that young, I don't know why. It kind of scared me into like... Now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of the shit formed anxiety over the years. Obviously, now it's different shit that causes it, but that's where it started, and I'm realizing this. Some of this I'm realizing as I'm talking to you guys on this little Goober chat prime. Like, damn, that's crazy. That's fucking insane. Yeah, the teacher, like, asked me to pull my shirt up. What the fuck? Okay, apparently I just didn't see that. And I flashed him with my little kid chunk belly. Whole class was laughing. And then I saw the teacher in the corner fucking dying laughing. And dude, I almost cried. Like, keep in mind, I'm 6, bro, at the time of this happening. So between those few canon events and then constantly being bullied, I became a shut-in. So I was just chopped. I was shut in. I felt like nobody liked me because nobody fucking did like me, and that's just what it was. I had a couple of friends periodically throughout elementary. They kind of moved away. Middle school, I was still dealing with bullying. I was kind of shut in, but I had really wonderful friends that I still talk to this day for the most part. Some of them we drifted and whatnot, but I still talk to most of them. And fuck, I got bullied some, and it was definitely stressful. Like, I hated it because I was already anxious at this point, but I didn't realize that's what it was. I didn't realize what anxiety was till like high school, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think most people thought about it. And I feel like I could have got some help for it when I was younger if I knew better. But, you know, you're a fucking kid. Like, yeah, how do you know that? And I was still fat as fuck in middle school. And that's the thing. I was fat as fuck up until high school. High school was like the skinniest I've ever been. I will keep put on weight. But now I'm getting up. Y'all, this all the video. It'll be out before this one. So you'll know what I'm talking about. Did they changed that fucking hotel. Okay, I didn't even know that, but they changed that fucking hotel. Alright, cool. Yeah, so where was I? I was chilling. I had a wonderful group of friends in middle school, like I said, so that was all right. I get to high school, and I think the bullying kind of came back somewhat. The bullying toned down more through the later half because, you know, but then I got to relationship problems. And then I found out at age 14 I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, I think at that time. I don't know if it was that time or another time, but I had like multiple therapy sessions. I can't even remember. I think my fucking doctor asked me some serious questions or something about shit. Hold on, I'm about to order this fucking food, so I'm gonna pause this one real quick. Yo, what is Jit doing? Guys, I paused the video because, like, iPhone will let you pause. Hey, no backing up. Motherfucker almost hit me. Dude, people don't pay shit for attention in these fucking parking lots. I had to stop the video because I realized that I didn't have my wallet on me, so I had to use Apple Pay. Which I use Apple Pay at the gas station, so it's fine. But to finish my story, let me think. Yeah, I don't know. My life wasn't the worst in the world. I definitely think just a lot of things shut me in. And I'm just now, like, cracking the eggshell to get... Whoa. I'm just not... voice crack, bro. In the Big 26. Holy fuck. Holy shit, my... That's foul. But anyways, a lot of things, and I'll probably go into detail and tell more of these stories as I feel like them, or feel like telling them. I did tell a lot of them on my gaming channel, actually. Just like this really long video, and it was a bit mixy, so I'll probably end up telling it as I get better at telling stories on the internet. But fuck, I need to remember so I can link that. I usually don't put anything in the description of these, but if I remember, I'll link that video so you guys can sit down and listen to, like, more in-depth shit about the stories. I told a lot of these, but essentially just, like, I've never really felt like I was worth anything. And now, in a lot of situations, I am happier and able to be myself, and I'm working on growing. But man, I've been struggling with, like, depression and shit like that. It gets deeper than that, but I'll use another video to talk about that specifically. I don't know, I just never felt like I'm worth it. And then I get older and I try to connect with people. And I know I haven't always been the best person because I've had a negative mindset for the longest. I've been working to break out of that. But I realize even as I'm forming a more positive one, that I have a lot of fucking shit in my head that I feel like is just 1v1ing me for my sanity. Holy fuck, these interstate ramps are so stupid. They're way too small, and I understand. The short interstate ramps don't make any sense to me. Unreal. But Volvo truck. No, Volvo truck. Can you please move? What the fuck are you doing, son? Oh, he is. He's moving. Volvo truck. The Volvo saw the Volvo and couldn't hit the Volvo. Like, dude, he was damn near, like, pissing distance from swiping me with his trailer. He turned a little fucking late. But this guy, like, I said this guy. But this shit just, as I'm an adult, I don't know, I hate it. Like, obviously I know humans are gonna struggle. Obviously I know people are going through worse, and that I don't need to be bitching about my problems. But I am bitching about my problems because I've never really had anybody to talk to. My parents say they're there for me, and yeah, I've talked to them some, But every time I explain something, it's always, and it's not that I have bad parents, they just don't understand what I understand. They're like, you should probably go get therapy or like maybe get like medication, because I've gone to points where I've ended up in the loony bin before. I've only been there once, but I did end up there, and you can probably guess why. Well, I was trying to go back to the lobby, as to say to not get YouTube. I was trying to leave mid-game instead of seeing who won the Fortnite game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just couldn't take it anymore. There was some other shit that did happen in my recent years. Like, I think the two things, it was 2022 when it all really spiraled. Because I kind of got by on ignoring it and just being quiet and not giving a fuck. Because I was early adult and I was having a lot of fun in my early adult years before. Like, my aunt passed, bro. I was really close to her. I called her my second mom because she was my mom's sister. And that shit fucked me up. That shit fucked up our whole family. We haven't recovered from that. But I think I lost the car. I had this car. It's funny enough, same person gave it to me that passed away. Like, in August of 2022, my shit, like, spun out and I crashed and fucking totaled it. So I just was bummed as hell because I dropped hella bands on, well, not hella bands, but I dropped like 1,700 on my first wave of repairs, and it was moving pretty fucking nice. And then that shit just went to hell. Like, it crashed. It was gone just like that. And that shit started making me depressed. And on top of that, I was already depressed as fuck. Like, I had graduated high school, so I was feeling a bit happy. I was chilling with my friends. My job sucked ass, and I had already knew I wanted to do something greater with my life than just work a shitty-ass job. Like, I've known that for years, and I just couldn't figure it out until recently. But like, around that time I was discovering that, hey, these jobs are soulless. I was still on my second one at that point, and that's where I was at. I was at the fast food restaurant that I used to work at. It was a Culver's. I'm gonna say that now. I don't give a fuck because I don't work there anymore. It's been years. But I worked at Culver's. I was a fry cook like SpongeBob. I was on that fucking grill flipping patties, hitting blinkers with the boys. It was alright because, I mean, we were young, dumb. Like, I was like 18, 19 at the time when I worked there. So it was alright. It was just like whatever, you know. But I started getting hints of, man, these jobs are fucking depressing. And I just wanted to unleash my creativity and create. But I still was afraid to, like, break out and create. But I started doing it a little bit, which it was like, it was helping me. But it just doesn't take away from the loneliness that I had. I haven't had a girlfriend in over 5 years. And people gave me shit for that, but I don't even give a fuck, bro. I've been called like a loser, a chud, an incel. I've been called gay. Like, I don't give a fuck what you call me. It's like whatever. Personally, for a while I was. And the last relationship I had was like at the end of high school, some high school bullshit. So it was just like another nothing burger. Just some random girl I dated. I don't even remember. Like, didn't last maybe like 2 months. Then it kind of broke up like right as the summer hit. And I was just doing my thing, just living fucking life. I got my car fixed, I drove it, and then boom, it goes from 2021 to 2022. Eventually I crash it. I start getting depressed. And also my grandma almost died. She was in the hospital for a month. And my boss was being a fucking bitch about it. I was leaving work every day because I was concerned for her. And I know it's like, oh, you shouldn't leave work every day, but that's fucking retarded, bro. Like, I was going in, I was still doing my job. I worked prep there so I could, like, leave whenever I wanted to. Well, not technically, but they knew. And the manager was cool about it. It was actually the guy who used to own the place who was being a bitch. The manager understood. Me and my brother had to leave a lot because she was on fucking life support, dude. I'd never seen anything like that. And then around that time, like, right as she's, like, healing up, my car crashes. Then, like, I'm like, damn, bro. Still just, like, shook it. Watching my grandma almost... This fucking pothole, bro. Our tax dollars need to fix these shits instead of going to fucking Israel, dude. Okay, I'm not going there right now. But, yeah, that happened. And then fast forward from August to November, and we hit Thanksgiving Day. And then, well, we're gonna go. We have food on the fucking stove. And then we go to the hospital. I get there. She's fucking gone, bro. She's gone. They didn't, like, my mom was, like, running out the door crying, and I think all of us did, because it's like, oh no, something's happening. Like, we knew something was up, but we didn't know until we got there. My mom got there before I did, because, like, we were supposed to go to a Thanksgiving function with that side of the family. That did not happen because of that. And yeah, dude, that day was fucked. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. She was just gone, bro. She was just fucking gone. Like, I don't want to think about that anymore. That shit, I have trouble. I have trouble talking about it, and some days I can, and some days I can't. So when I feel like it, I'll make a video. So that shit, between those things, it spiraled my fucking depression to the point of me going to the Looney Tunes bin. And, yeah. For the next 3 years, I was just out of my fucking mind, never sober. Like, there was times I might have been sober, but I was just pretty much never sober. And I mean, I still smoke and shit, like, sometimes. But I'm chilling. But I'm still, I don't know, man, I'm still having a hard time. Especially because I'm just going through all this and I'm losing myself. And I'm trying to hold up an image of being happy, positive, trying to be supportive. Then I started trying to talk to women, only to somehow meet like 2 or 3 crazy girls in my area. I went on this one date with this fucking girl, and then she acted all nice. We were like falling asleep on the fucking phone and shit. And we were chilling and doing our thing, and I thought we were connecting great, and we seemed to be. Then all of a sudden, she just clowns me, starts ignoring me, acting different, clowns me, and fucking screenshots me calling her out for acting strange, sends it to some dude, and then gets with a dude like 2 weeks later. I fucking blocked her ass, bro. I blocked her on Snap because I used to have that. Even though fuck Snapchat, I haven't had that in a couple of years, and honestly that helped improve my mental health. Like, I'm going on an upward spiral, but I'm still just working on myself. I'm at like the beginning stages of building the foundation, but I don't want to pretend, because dude, it's been rough, man. Like, I want to connect, I want to have friends. Like, I do have friends that I'm grateful for. I just don't feel connected to a lot of them anymore, just because I'm growing into a different person. But thankfully, I do have great friends that I hang out with, so that's kind of one thing. But man, it's depressing, because I just like, oh wow, who wants to date a fucking ugly, chopped piece of shit like me, who's just like a nobody, who everybody hates? That's been my mindset. And like, I'm trying to love myself. And I say in a lot of ways now I do, versus just fully hating myself, but I'm still hard, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's still rough, because I've been trying to see shit better, but I don't know, I'm trying not to look, and I definitely have realized this in a lot of senses, externally is not where you should be looking for happiness, unless you're like doing something that makes you happy, I guess. But for me, like, what it is that I really just felt unlovable, and sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I still do. Like, I don't think I look bad now. I definitely don't want to look, or I don't look exactly how I want to, But that's why I got my ass up out of bed at 4 this morning and fucking walked for an hour, because it's like, bro, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get better. And that's all I can do. It just fucking hurts. Life is a bitch. I'm a man. I don't get that little support. And obviously I know women are going through a lot of shit like this, and I'm not saying that they're not alone and they don't feel like this, but there is this part about being a guy where it's just, you gotta fucking keep on keeping on, because nobody really gives a fuck about you when you're just a guy like me, like, for real. And it's hard, man. I know there's wonderful women out there, and I just want to meet one, dude. I got to a point, like, I didn't mention this earlier, and I meant to, where I just wanted to improve myself, and I still do before finding a relationship. But damn, bro, like, all my homies are fucking in relationships, except one of my homies is low-key just hopping to girl, and then says the girl's crazy, talks shit about him, and she's over at his fucking house next week. Like, I don't, who cares? That's retarded. That's a whole different thing. Like, that's somebody's life. You want to fucking live your life out. I'm not your fucking dad. You do what you want. I just want fucking love, bro. I just want to feel love. I want somebody who understands me for me. I want a woman that understands me for me, bro. I do. And I want somebody who can learn about and invest in and understand her for her, like, shit. And even if I have to wait some time and do some more improvement, then I will. I'm gonna just go for it, man. I wanted to talk about this. This shit hurts sometimes, and a lot of people won't. I feel like me talking about being a little vulnerable on here could help somebody else. Because I know these days ain't easy on this fucking planet. They're beautiful, but they're painful at the same time. And that's just part of the game, you know? That's just part of the game, and I can't give up yet, even though sometimes I really want to. I really just want to. I'm blessed in a lot of ways, and I really just want to. I did not think I'd be 23 fucking still living at my parents' house and still have problems with weight and all of these things, but I'm not perfect. I'm learning, and I'm trying to be better every day, and I'm trying to just be alive. Holy shit, that dragonfly looking like a fucking UFO. I've never seen one that close before. Those shits look trippy as fuck. This isn't a doom and gloom video, even though it seems to be that way. I just don't give up if you're feeling empty. I'm a lot of times feeling empty, and sometimes I just get it off my chest, and one of the only ways that I have, which the only real ways I have to get shit off my chest, besides talking to my brother, I do talk to my parents some, but there's certain shit that I just can't talk to them about, is making videos and music. Music and videos have been a way to do it, but honestly, I've gotten used to the void in my heart or my chest or whatever. I don't know, just the emptiness. I've gotten used to it, to where I've learned to navigate it and realize that it's not worth leaving the chat for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying and I want to have hope. Why not at least find out what it's like to get my money up, get in shape, and get the fuck out of my hometown? There's so much that I haven't experienced, so who the fuck am I to give up? Even if it's gut-wrenchingly empty at times. Even if I get played by unfortunately shitty women and have friends that treat me like ass. Not all my friends, of course. I don't want to hate on my good homies because they're legendary. I'm gonna go eat this cookout. I just wanted to say that. I felt like it was important, and that's why I made this video. Because I feel like all this riddled up anxiety and shit that I've had over the years, I'm finally working out of it. It's just hard. Like, digging up pain to remove it is painful, bro. Because the pain is still there. You just, like, whoever you are, we're just using shit to, like, escape it. And that's, I realized that until I feel that all the way through, I'm not going to get through it. And until, like, and there's some things that I might never get through fully because of, like, obviously the death of my family. I'm never gonna fucking get over that shit. Because that's like a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, but all these things that I gotta figure out how to move on from. And you gotta keep on keeping on in this motherfucking world. And I know there's a lot of beautiful opportunity in front of me despite how much that I put on a mask every day at work. Work feels pointless, but you know, I gotta pay my bills. And I know that one day that I'll be able to sit down, make a video and say I made it. And it'll be worth it. Y'all have a beautiful day. Don't give up. You might be right around the corner from getting what you need to get.